Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, What the Beck. Today I'll be doing a plan with me for October 15th to the 21st. And yes, this is coming out in November, but I wanted to use this footage because it's special since I was at home for the weekend I filmed this and I used only my mom's supplies. And I usually, when I go home, I bring a couple supplies that I want to use for my planner, but this time I figured my mom has a bunch of spooky materials. I could probably figure out how to make a week out of those, and I managed to do it, so you get to watch it right now. The topic of this week's Plan With Me, kind of like little mini podcast, I guess is what you could call my style of doing Plan With Me's, but is a life update. So you may have recalled the last Plan With Me that I uploaded was basically an about me, and I felt like this was the perfect topic to follow that up with, just like a life update. Since you kind of get to know me, maybe now you might want to know a little bit about my life. So the first thing I wanted to get into was last time I mentioned that I have an anxiety disorder, and I was in the process of finding a cat to be my emotional support animal to live with me at college. But I'm having some difficulty with that. I have the papers and everything that I need to have in order for the cat to live with me. I just have to convince my dad to let it stay at his house when I have winter break and stuff like that. And we're slowly chipping away at him. My mom and I are working really hard to get him to understand that it's kind of a medical thing rather than just me wanting a pet. And we're just working away at him. Speaking of college, I wanted to kind of update you on how my academic planner and setup with all that is going. And recently I found that I haven't been looking at the planner as much, and I've been missing more assignments or forgetting when things are actually due. And for the most part I get things done, but I think that once I reorient myself and keep looking into that planner, I'll do better. But overall I am getting 3.5 out of 4 in most of my classes. And our school has a little online reward system, and I've been getting points on that, so I guess that's good. I had a huge issue registering for my classes because I attempted to pay my tuition deposit on time, but I paid it in the wrong place. So I had to go to the business office and get that all worked out. And not only did I pay it to the wrong place, I also didn't write my bank information correctly. So I had to actually have my dad pay it for me, and then I pay him back out of my checking account. But I finally got it done, and I registered for my classes on time. And I actually got into all of the classes I wanted to take except for one because it filled up too quickly. But since I didn't take that class, I'm able to take another class with my roommate, and I'm pretty excited for that because when he and I are in the same class, we generally get more work done because we're kind of holding each other accountable, and the class isn't as horrible to go to because we know we're going to be there. In case you're interested, the classes that I'm actually taking are a science fiction course, graphic novels and comics, what's the other one? Advanced composition, document design, and women and war, which is basically for my minor, which is women's and gender studies, and I'm really excited to start taking classes for my minor. And again, I know the spooky season is kind of over, but I wanted to talk about my Halloween because I actually went trick-or-treating. Yes, I'm 19 years old, but I didn't really have a party to go to, and I had a brand new Spider-Man costume that I wanted to wear in public. So I finally did that, and it was actually really fun, and I think besides my limited vision, I was more able to interact with people because I knew I didn't have to make eye contact with them and stuff. And it was just really nice to kind of relive childhood for a moment and go trick-or-treating. And probably the most important thing that I did recently was vote for the first time. So I voted in the primary for the Maryland governor election. I think it's just the midterm election, and that was my first time voting, but since I was registered as independent, I only got to vote for school board. So next time I'll just pick who I want to vote for and then re-register to vote for them. But the candidate that I wanted to win the primary did win, and I went and voted for him in the actual election, and it was just really cool. My mom and I went at the same time, and we both voted in the little booths next to each other, and it was just really exciting because I wanted to vote for such a long time, being that every single issue nowadays impacts my life greatly. I wanted to make sure that I voted for someone trustworthy, and my mom and I both did research on the candidates, and we found someone who was actually endorsed by Bernie Sanders, who we love, and the brother of the person I voted for is actually trans, so I know he's a safe person to kind of put my rights in the hands of. Now, maybe you don't think that voting is really exciting, but you might think that plays are exciting, and more specifically, musicals. So, my sister has been working at school since before school even started in August. The drama club was meeting and rehearsing for the play that I saw, and that play was Mamma Mia. And everyone was so hyped for their performance because our high school is really good. And I was a little bit worried because our big title actors have all graduated now, and I was like, well, that will be interesting to see how the actors change and who's the next upcoming big thing, you know? And we went to see it, and I have never seen it before that time, and I don't think I want to see it because they did such an amazing job that I don't want to remember anything else than their performance of it. And it was just amazing. They had awesome tailor-made costumes, and there were all the songs from ABBA, and my mom and I actually were like, I wonder which came first, the musical or the songs, the play or the songs for ABBA. And we actually looked it up, and it turns out that the songwriters wrote all of the songs for a play, and then ABBA just performed them, so it's not like ABBA wrote the songs and then they were turned into a play, which is what I thought might have happened. But either way, it's still really cool, and I loved seeing how we had a brand new projector, and they were projecting Grease into the background and inside of someone's bedroom, and they had amazing props and just a bunch of cool building fronts that when you turn them around, they were another building, and it was really cool just to see how that all worked. And yeah. Leave me a comment if you have any questions, and thanks so much for watching this plan with me. I actually had a really great time using my mom's supplies, and if you want to see another video like this, be sure to like the video and comment what your favorite part was, or something that I did that you liked, and I'll be sure to do it again. If you liked my videos in general, you can subscribe and ring the notification bell, and it'll alert you every single time I post. I'm trying to get one video out a week. I'm working on it, okay? And if you really want to help me out, you can share this video with your friends who might like it to help my channel grow, and we can start a little community on YouTube here. Bye!